First, and the Chief Secretary. And the Chief Secretary to the Governor.
As a diploma courses in future.
Kind approval to start this course. Also, Mr. Sivaharan, I think he is absent. Conducts trainings in the areas of system and procedures. In a discussion with the TCS Finance and TCS Engineering and myself. Continuous pressure and support made us to initiate towards this effort. Honorable Governor, the Chief Secretary, all distinguished invitees, Department, Mr. Nagalingam Rao, Mr. Constantine Jackson, Mr. Sachidananda Murthy, Sudarshan, Mr. Kumar Sami, Prabhakar Murthy, Divisional Secretary, Division Secretariat, Punuka, Mr. Kadarvepillai Kananathan, Management Assistant, Ilanganathan, Surendranathan, Assistant Director Planning, Ministry of Agriculture.
Secretary Mr. Padinathan and all other responsible officers, ladies and gentlemen. At this moment I am very happy to award the certificates for the officers who have completed successfully the course on procurement and contract training. As the Governor of the Northern Province, I always seek the upliftment, advancement in all aspects in the Northern Province. As I firmly believe, for the reconciliation, this type of promotion activities are needed. When there is a difference between South and North, that also will be a reason for all these contradictions and for all other things. So, you know, equality, liberty and fraternity are the slogans which so much of revolutions took place. So, for the liberty and equality, the equality of capacity and ability also a must. So, what I saw in the Northern Province, one weakness is inability, incapacity, inefficiency. The reason, as you know well, the long protracted war. Because of the war, most of the educated, able and the capable people went abroad. And in the same time they have gone to down south. Even today I see so much of educated Tamil gentlemen work in down south. Every hospitals are filled by the doctors of north. But here we don't find doctors. As I know, there are about 10 hospitals without doctors. But in the down south, there are so many hospitals which are filled by the special doctors. All of them are Tamil doctors. In my electorate, in Kaluthara district, there are so much of educated and well-trained and capable doctors are there. So anyhow, we will have to overcome this challenge and to serve the people. For that purpose, workshops, training programs, continuous assessment is needed. Continuous assessment is needed. Now I am a person who always sign for lot of documents to go abroad for the workshops and scholarships. I want to find out what is the result of that scholarships and workshops. After the workshop, after the scholarship, what they have gained and what they have given to the country and to the people. At least there should be a report of what they have studied to go through, and others can follow and learn from their studies. So I have advised my officers to submit me a list of the workshops and scholarships they have gained, on what topics and what are the themes. Then I will be able to know the immense knowledge that they have gained. They have gained the knowledge, but ultimately that is to be added to the service. If it is not added to the service, that knowledge is in vain, useless. Most of the officers in Sri Lanka are used to collect a lot of certificates. Throughout their life, they are collecting a huge, gigantic amount of certificates. When they are interviewed, they bring a very large bag of certificates, what they have followed. Ultimately, when the question is asked, what have you done from all this to the country? Nothing. Then after a workshop, after scholarship, when he comes back to the office, he should be a new man. He should add something new to the system. Then what is that they have added and given to? So I have to tell the same thing to you at this occasion. Now you have got a certificate. As a result of that, the system should be uplifted and the work should be very efficient. I firmly believe that will happen in this northern part. We are talking about the devolution. To get the result of the devolution, if the devolution is to be fruitful, you know the provinces should gain the capacity, ability, and otherwise they won't be able to get the use of that devolution. Though the 13th Amendment has been passed and the provincial council system has been established, but still we could not fulfill the expectations of the poor masses in this area. For that purpose, we have to, what we have added after the provincial councils were established. Cement factory was started before that. And tile factory, board factory, milk processing factories, Tikam distillery, all were started during the period there was no provincial council. After the provincial council was established, none of the factories were established or open. So decentralization, education and workshops, all these things are for the betterment of the people. Now officers and teachers, I know they are collecting certificates and qualification for self-promotion, not for the promotion of the country. So that self-promotion is accepted, respected, it is good, and in the same time it is to be diverted to the system of this right. Now we have to, after a protracted war of 30 years, now during that period no rules and regulations, no disciplinary actions, the rule of jungle was implemented, so nothing. So we have to get trained again ourselves to be obedient to the rules and regulations of the state service. Now for an example, may I tell you, so much of officers are going abroad without without getting the permission. Then if I take action according to the rules and regulations, they have to go home. But I didn't do that because I know that we have to be patient for a certain period to get it done properly. Then very recently, a senior secretary came and told me that she was unable to get the permission. She has gone and came back and asking me the permission now. Right? And at the same time I came to know that there are some people who have gone abroad and they want to get the extension from there. After 2 years, they need another 2 years extension without coming here and without getting the permission. Now here you see lot of, I have never seen such leave applications. Now in the down south I see about 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Here minimum is 1 month. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 2 weeks, like that long period. That may be a puberty ceremony, sometime fertility treatment, sometime for a birthday party, sometime to see the husband. And so, now as a result of that, what will happen to the students of the schools? What will happen to the students? Now the quality has gone down. It was the first place in Sri Lanka for the education, Jaffna, earlier. Now it has gone to the last place.
Average per year 700 officers.
Yes. Now I have been collecting all the data. How many days they have been taking? So, my humble request is, first you are taking money, you are taking salary for service, right? So, if it is not done, it is also a crime. You have to enjoy your privileges, your rights, you do that, it's okay. But most important thing is to do the service to the poor masses, to the poor people in Northern Province. As I see, they are suffering a lot. They are suffering a lot when I compare with the other provinces. So we have to be very efficient to do the service. And Chief Secretary and Assistant Secretary requested me to grant the permission to start diploma classes. I have no any objection at all for these things that is to be done. And as you know, after gaining that knowledge, after gaining that training, it should be for the benefit of the people, not for the self-promotion. Right? Thank you very much.